Oh, okay, I'm live. Hey. Hey, everyone. It's Dr. Khadija Chapman, Coach Marinista, your radical wealth building strategist. I'm not sure if this is coming out okay, the broadcast. I'll kind of look a little later, but um, it's so fuzzy. But anyway, I'm gonna get to it, right? Um, I'm here today to talk about the seven-figure wealth building challenge. Today is day two, and it's really day one because yesterday was like the introduction. So I'm gonna just call it day one. The first thing you have to do when you're doing any type of challenge like this is you have to be committed, because I'm gonna tell you, I made $1.4 million in 4 months during the pandemic, utilizing the things I'm going to share with you, and I'm doing this for me. Like, excuse me, I want to share what I know with people who look like me, and there's a lot that's going on right now that's like out of sync in my life. And I'm like, you know what? Let me do this. Let me start my wealth challenge, because every time I've taken it, great things have happened. And it's really a way of life for me. But sometimes I get, you things happen. You just being transparent. Life happens, and being a spiritual being, having a human experience, it be some humans who be trying me. Real talk. And I'm in a place where, like, I'm putting something together called the Seven Figure Social Circle. And, I'm really looking for people who think like me, who really want to level up. It's not about how much money you make, but I'll tell you this, like, I'm in a mastermind, right? And I'm in a mastermind with multimillionaires. And I'm probably the only millionaire in there, right? And sometimes $1 million ain't a lot of money, y'all. People be thinking like, oh, you're a millionaire. And I'm thinking, okay, multimillionaires, like, I'm on the low, like, low spectrum, right? And it's for some people, that's like, yeah, that's great. But it's like, that doesn't mean I have $1 million liquid sitting in an account somewhere. I have assets that are far exceed $3 million, maybe four, I don't know. But day-to-day operations, there's payroll, there's family members, there's it's a lot of moving parts. There's investments. I'm so blessed, and for 20 years, I've, knock on wood, have not had to like punch a clock. I'm not against punching the clock, okay? But it's got to make sense. Like, for me, if the right person came up and said, hey, be the CEO of my company, I'll pay you like $3 million, I probably would be like, okay. Or 2 million or a million, I'd probably be like, okay. It would just have to make sense, honestly. But this is the thing, like I said yesterday, you can get a contract that's worth 1 million, that will pay you 1 million, or six figures, or multiple six figures. You can get multiple. Anyway, let me get back to the challenge. Day one, you have to be committed. And if I didn't say this yesterday, I really want to say, be sure to have white paper, blue ink, so you can take notes. Okay. In the morning when you wake up, you want to center yourself. You want to breathe, and you want to give thanks, because this is the closest you're going to be to God, is when you wake up first thing in the morning. You're coming out of that you're coming back into the consciousness of you. Okay. So give thanks, be grateful. Visualize how you want your day to be. If you have a rough day, okay, usually it's because you had a rough start. So if you wake up with a smile on your face, and you just be grateful that you woke up. Guys, listen. It is a blessing to wake up in your right mind. It is a blessing. Like, there's some people who did not wake up this morning. Lord knows they went to bed and nobody thought that would be the last moment that they saw with them. We don't know our expiration date. We don't know. My grandmother lived to be 99 and 7. Like, she was like August, September. She was 3 months away from being, or 3.5 months away from being 100. I was trying to give her a 100 birthday party. Making it to 100 didn't happen. Um, and people were like, oh, you should just say she was 100 because she was so close, but she wasn't 100. That's like you're 17 and people say, oh, you can drink because you're 17. No, or 20. I'm sorry, 20. Oh, you're real close to 21. No, the legal age is 21. But anyway, this challenge is about being centered. It's about remembering how powerful you are as a creative being. It's about standing in your power, taking your power back. So day one is being committed to being living and moving in excellence and knowing your power, creating your power, and being real clear on what that means for you. Like if I share with you, and I don't know, some people say you should share, other people say you shouldn't share. I guess that depends on you, right? But one thing about me, what's for me is for me. I don't think it really matters. I think it's a personal choice if you want to share. Some people should say share because you never know who may be able to help you. Other people say don't share because other people could be like so against you that it could, maybe have some impact on you. I don't know. But it's okay not to share because you're just moving in action and you don't want to be like a talk a lot. Like some people are like, oh, she's always talking about what she's going to do. And some people just rather do it. Okay. But I'm looking for a warehouse. I talked about this a while ago and then I got away from it. And now I'm back on that page. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to manifest that because that's the bigger part of what I'm doing. I can't begin to tell you. I'm already in the middle of closing a pretty big commercial deal. It's like 50,000 square feet. But I'm doing it with some partners and it's my baby, like whatever it is. I know me, my family. They like, girl, what are we gonna do? But I have such an enormous vision about helping incubate black entrepreneurs into becoming black millionaires. And the more of us who get on the same page, and I have a real, it ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes. It's just a matter of, it's like when you had a recipe, you have to put it together. And then people sit and wait for the food to bake or cook or whatever. And then we eat. So back to the commitment. You have to really make a commitment that you want something different in your life. You're going to do something different. You may not get up every morning and just give thanks. And the first foot that hits the floor says thank. And the second floor that hits the second leg that hits the floor says thank, says you. So now you're saying thank you. Them the first two things you do when you get out of the bed. And I shared this on my Instagram that I have two mirrors, one in my bedroom, and it says God is my strategic partner and some stuff around that. And I have some affirmations. And then I have a master suite. So in my master bathroom, I have on my mirror, I expect a miracle every day and I receive one and I get it. And it's some language in around that. And when I read that in the morning, it's so empowering. So my morning is filled with meditation, morning prayer, reading my affirmations, and then doing some exercise after that, centering breathing, doing some exercises, at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doing some reading and doing some spiritual work and meditation, reading and listening to some really good. It could just be like this morning I was listening to Damon Dash. She was talking with Earn Your Leisure. And they said that Damon Dash did an interview on um, the Breakfast Club that changed their lives. And these guys are doing the daggone thing, okay? But I was telling my girl, I said, I went to one of their events, and I'm not knocking anybody, and I probably shouldn't bring this up now, but I'm just being real. And I'm telling you how I'm different. So we went to one of their events, and it was amazing. And we had $1,500 VIP seats. We got to sit in the front of the auditorium. But we didn't leave there with anything. So my girl who went the second day, because I'm like, if I ain't on the stage, I'm not really, I mean, I love going to things like that. Don't get it twisted. But it was just kind of like I expected something a little different. I expected the VIP to be more inclusive to meeting and talking with some of the key players there. That didn't happen. I think they had something like the first night, but I didn't get there the first night because I didn't know about it. So whatever. But I don't even know if that was it's intimate or it's what I thought. So my girl, she went the second day. I didn't go the second day. I said I was going, and then I didn't go. And I think Steve Harvey was speaking the second day, yada yada. So today we're talking about Damon Dash, and she's telling me all the things he was saying from the stage. It was an amazing time, and it was inspiring. It was amazing information, and his story is amazing, and he's amazing, right? And then I said to her, I said, and then what? And she said, what do you mean? I said, then what? I said, you went to this event, you had an amazing time, you heard some amazing speakers, they were all amazing. I said, but what impact did it have in your life? How did it make you better? How much money did you make? Like literally, you paid $1,500 for your ticket, $1,500 for my ticket, $1,500 for your guy's ticket, because she bought my ticket. And then some other people, however it went right. And I'm like, I want to have an event that when people pay at the higher level, even at the smaller level, they're provided a service that makes sense for them to spend the money. But that's me. I ain't knocking nobody else doing. And then it's like, yeah, you got to pay for the space and things like that. But guess what? If you do that correctly, you'll have enough money to pay for the space, enough money to do some of the stuff that I'm talking about. And if you add having a nonprofit, you can get that space pretty much gifted to you or at a huge discount or get some sponsors. That part. But anyway, this is about the seven figure radical wealth building challenge. And I say radical because radical stands for results achieved daily, intentionally creates amazing living. So just to get up in the morning, to give grace, to give thanks, and to be grateful for you having another day to live on this side of earth, because we don't know what happens when we pass. It may be a whole nother hookup. It might be a party. It may be off the hook. It might be like, oh my God. Or it could be nothing and we just enter into another body. We don't know. Or we could just, maybe we're just dormant, laying in the dirt and until, I don't know, prophet comes back or the Most High comes back. I don't know. I don't know. But what we do know, what we have a conscious of, then let's take control of that consciousness and let's be very detailed about what we're doing. Let's be extremely intent about what we're doing. So after we're waking up and we have this beautiful hour or half an hour, I don't know what your time frame is, but if you have to go to bed an hour earlier, to get up an hour earlier, to have this time in the morning, because that's the most spiritual time you have. That's the closest you are to the Most High, whatever name you call him or her. um, Make it plain. So next, I want you to write your vision. I want you to write what it is that you want to do in every capacity, every and anything you can think of from the moment you get up to the time you go to bed. But I want you to write what you want to manifest. If you want to be, I'm gonna just use the word millionaire. And you want to create six figures, then you have to implement things like hiring someone like myself, partner with someone like myself. It doesn't have to be me. This is not about me trying to get clients. I have enough clients. I'm okay. My money flowing. Even though things are a little weird right now, my money flowing. But it may be stuck in some plots. But that's why you have multiple streams of income, right? But anyway, I have this passive piece that I'm putting together that I really want everybody around me to get that this is like the holy trail. Because if I can help you put $5,000 or $10,000 in your pocket while working with me or doing whatever it is you want to do, the game changes a little bit. And then if I can show you how to get $10,000 every single month for ad spend, the game changes. So those are some of the benefits you get from working with me. And this ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. This is like absolute. So it's just a matter of having the intention and being committed. And if I didn't say this, we want white paper, blue ink. Um, let's see what else I need to say. Yeah, write your vision. So that's your assignment for today, is to write your vision, pray, meditate. What is it? What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? How do you want to serve in the world? How do you want to stand up? That it has to be plain. Make it plain. Make it plain. All right. And remember this though, you have not because you ask not. So a lot of us, we're so, and this is real powerful poem or saying, the guy says, we're not scared of failure, we're scared of success. because a lot of us, we're so busy, we don't think we're good enough or we are enough or all that good stuff. So we're going to scrap all of that, because when you go through this challenge, it's going to get good. So I need you to write it out first. And yeah, that part. All right, guys. So tomorrow I'll be back at 9 o'clock. Oh, I apologize for being so tardy today. Um, eh, I'm not even. It just is what it is. I almost need to just say, "Catch me when you catch me." Sign up, get notified. So when I go live, you know I'm live. Because these next 30 days, I want to do it every night at 9 o'clock. I pray that I can do it every night at 9 o'clock. But the days that I'm a little tardy, it'll still get done. It's gonna get done. And then we can always go back and look at replays and things like that, because they'll be there. All right, guys, I gotta go. Bye bye. Peace, love, and light. And remember to always shine, and don't ever dim your light, and make it amazing. Peace, love, and light.